They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Wentz. Thomas has got it, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Throwing is Wentz. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
46. Makes it 3rd and 5. Going to 54. Going to 54. Going to 53. 26.
Now Prescott. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, 30 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Go.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Now the ball comes loose. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. This will be taken at the 10. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. A desperation heave for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Go. Get like them.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They fake the give. Now Wentz.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Pollard again. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Prescott. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Wentz going to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it, and it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Fourth down, Prescott. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On first down, Wentz. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Washington.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for two.
Wentz going to look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Prescott. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll run for it with Pollard, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Slot man moves right.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
Well, they're right down here looking for 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Wentz now to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They go back to Pollard on second down. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Marr on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. So that last touchdown sealed it there, partner, and then the kickoff there at the end just